Hold up, that is not one of my videos. That is a short segment from BRYN NORTH, who is an extremely talented cinematographer, videographer, and fellow creator here on YouTube. A couple days ago, I got the opportunity to interview him in Cape Town and was able to put together a video, this is like 20 minutes long, but a video into the insights and his opinions and thoughts on the travel video industry, his client work, his business, as well as the future trends here on the platform of YouTube for travel videos in general. If you don't know who BRYN is, BRYN has done some collaborations and work with really big names here on YouTube like Sam Colder, Ben Brown, Fun for Louie, and a few other ones, as well as gotten tons of shout outs from people who really respect and admire his work from all over the world, including J.R. Ali, Raya was here, and Nicole Eddy. So very cool to see the community that he's been able to build around his talent and skill creating videos and sharing them here on YouTube with us. So I was pretty excited to get the opportunity to visit him in Cape Town and ask him a couple of tough questions. For a smaller, lesser known channel, it's important to be able to have the opportunity to collaborate and learn from those who have been doing this for a while or who you look up to and admire. So really interesting for me to be able to sit down and ask him a few questions because running my own nomadic travel video business is quite challenging, as I'm sure a lot of you know because you probably do the same thing. So we get into that in this interview. I apologize, it's a very long video, but if you are interested in this industry and BRYN's work, that I think you're really going to enjoy his insights and opinions and answers to these questions. So it's a vlog style. Let's jump right into it. If you don't want to see my montage intro, then skip to about 4.5 minutes from now and you'll jump right into the interview. As always, thank you so much for watching and let's go. What's up, man? Nice to meet you. Good morning from Table View, Cape Town, South Africa. It is about 5:30 in the morning and today is a bonus vlog. I am filming this vlog during the same 3-day period that I'm filming the African farewell video. This is our last sort of 5 days in South Africa. But I got the opportunity to interview fellow videographer and extremely talented South African creator named BRYN NORTH. I might still be pronouncing your name wrong. We'll find out today. So I'm going into Cape Town to ask him a couple tough questions and share his creative process here on the channel in a bit of an interview form style. So I'm excited to see how that turns out. But for now, right now, it's like 5:30. We're gonna head down to the beach and check out the sunrise. Let's go. Table View is waking up. It is about 6:30 and sadly time to leave the beach. That was a bit of a dud of a sunrise. However, still good to get the drone up in the air, give you an idea of what it looks like where we're staying. And I wish that view was there because it was there yesterday, this amazing Table Mountain and Lion's Head. And hopefully it'll show itself again. It's meant to be a really nice day today. So on our way into Cape Town, try and throw some of that footage into this vlog. And yeah, let's go into the city to meet Mr. North. The sun has come out. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. So before we go to see Mr. North in Cape Town, it's time to spend some quality time at the pool with this lovely lady.
It's about time to get the suntan on in December for Christmas. It's not that bad.
It is go time. The best way to travel in Cape Town is by Uber. By far, the best way. How's it going, man?
Oh, good. Everything okay?
Good. Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
You have a good day.
Oh, thanks, same to you.
All right, bye-bye. Yo!
Hello, brother.
What's up, man? Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
All right. So I gotta clarify. Is it Brian or Bryn?
It's BRYN.
Bryn!
But the fact that you almost got it is perfect.
Lekker.
No one gets. Yeah, lekker.
I know, I'm trying, man. I've got shots and brew. Yeah. Slowly turning South African. All right, so let's start this interview. Very excited to be here in Cape Town, South Africa, and thanks again for inviting me to come and do this interview. I think it's really cool.
So chill.
So hopefully a lot of video creators out there who have seen your work will enjoy this and will get a bit more of an insight into what you're thinking, mostly about the business. So your work from 3 years ago and from the last few months speaks for itself. You're extremely talented, and I want to not necessarily focus on your story and how you got into the industry, but more about your thoughts on where we are now and the future of the travel video industry.
I like that.
Okay, cool. So let's start it off by, how would you describe the travel video industry?
This world's been documented pretty well at this stage. It's it's a market that really, especially on YouTube, it grew fast. And I mean, there's some big personalities out there that are just involved with travel. And I say over the last few years, the market is very, very saturated to an extent of a particular kind of travel video. The travel videos, I think these days, or maybe they're coming to an end, but it was very much these youngsters out there having a good time experiencing these places where people are starting to realize the need for maybe more on the cultural side, or maybe looking at different areas rather than just a group of people having a party and having a good time and doing backflips off everything.
Sure, like a hero video.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand. So to follow up with that on sort of a saturated market, do you think there is new opportunity for smaller creators or new creators to find work in the travel video industry?
I think there's definitely you're still able to get work. That's for sure. Actually, there's always, it's a constantly evolving, right? So the whole thing is about like, be different, don't be better. So don't look at the other people out there and like, I want to make better videos, and then you got to do it a different way. With travel filmmaking, there's a lot of this, like we go there and we take, in a sense. We make a film and we just capture the beauty of this place and we leave and we put it up online. Where now I think there's going to be more of a move to almost like a conservation side of things.
To give back.
To give back a bit, document certain things that are actually not just good for tourism in a sense, but maybe for humanity or just animal welfare. So I think there's definitely more of that. It's making a bit more of a difference with our videos.
100%. I think we could cite the video that Sam Calder made about the anti-poaching. That's a good example. Yeah. Let's say then, if there is opportunity to create like bigger teams around bigger projects, would you see, like I've noticed through your Instagram stories, you're recently on a trip in Indonesia with one of your mates.
Yes,
Nudia.
Yeah.
Like you guys are mates, right?
Yeah.
You're both creators, you're traveling together. Could you see yourself creating sort of a production company and working together, collaborating on bigger projects?
100%. I mean, it's all about, if this is my job in essence, but at the same time, I never want it to feel like a job. And if I can surround myself with people that I enjoy, that I get along with, then it makes that job feel less like a job and just like I'm enjoying myself. So if I can do jobs or bigger jobs that I can't handle on myself, and I get to call on people that are around me that I get along with, then that is perfect. That is like my dream in a way.
For sure. Okay, so that leads into my last question in regard to the travel video industry.
Yeah.
So what are the future trends?
I mean, kind of like what I said earlier, I guess, with regards to conservation. There's a lot of it is very like tour company based in the sense that it's very manufactured in the way we see these travel videos. The places that a lot of people go to are very accessible. These are places that tourism boards want people to go and see, or this is. So I think there's going to be this move towards countries that maybe didn't appeal to people earlier, but now they're like, well, we can get something completely different. You know, you look at Saudi Arabia now, that's just opened up its doors with visas and whatnot.
Possibly, yeah.
There's going to be an influx of people going there. There's new things to be explored. So I think there's definitely, everyone's looking for the new or the next best thing. So I definitely think, different areas are going to pop up throughout the year.
Yeah, the Vega brothers, which are a bigger channel for travel from the US, they recently were in Uzbekistan. And I went to Kyrgyzstan last year.
I was in Mongolia.
Exactly,
And I mean, that was a similar thing. It's like, I want to go where no one else was going.
So let's change the tune a little bit again, jump more into the creative process. I know a lot of the people who have seen your videos are just blown away. Like, it's incredible, man, how you tie everything together.
I mean, I didn't go to school or anything for this. I've learned everything through the internet. You know, you've got enough questions, you just bang it out and ask the internet and there's an answer for you. So that's how I learned, and by watching other people. And like, I don't think I have a particular way that when I start an edit, often when I get going, I have to sit down in a big block and get it done. So I'll sit at the laptop for maybe 14, 15 hours sometimes. With regards to transitions and that sort of thing, I mean, it was a big thing, you know, we go through fads and phases. So I started it because of that. I didn't like trying to use plugins or of any sort in that way, so I would always do it within camera. So manually. I would swipe behind something, zoom into something. I would just match those shots up in post, maybe with a bit of speed ramping just to sell it, but there was nothing else added on there. I've cut back on that a bit just because because it's kind of a fad at the moment, I wanted to show that I'm not relying on my transitions. I'll throw in the odd one, but at the same time, I want people to appreciate the edit rather than just be like, oh, there's some crazy transitions in there. You know, the way that you do it is really good because you match it with impeccable sound design. Like, that's another way to sell it. Yeah, you got to do it with the sound. Do you have a library? I've built up one just by myself. I mean, obviously I'll record a bit out in the field. Sometimes I'll even sit in the room there, and if I have to do a little bit of Foley myself, I don't know, ripping something, or if there's someone running and I can do some panting, I'll do my own little thing. In the studio. Yeah, just right there, Nice. And but it's very basic, and a lot of the sound, I mean, I've got most of them off YouTube, where people offer free ones off YouTube. Yeah, sure. But you know, sound design is very much in the background. It's layered. It's layered, it's quiet. I mean, if someone notices the sound design, you're doing it wrong in a way, you know. Sure. Maybe we will because we're looking out for it as, you know, filmmaker, but in general, it should be a psychological thing. There are a couple of really good resources for free sound effects, and just build your library over time. I've got one that's like city, miscellaneous, nature, and it just grows and grows and grows. Yeah, and I'll actually be giving that away. I'm running a workshop for videography. That is handy. That is super handy. I think it's something. Go and get that, because that's one thing. Like it's crucial. It's years worth of building this huge library. But that kind of stuff is really good to have. But yeah, your sound design is on point, man. Like, really, again, that's just practice. Cool. Yeah. So let's move into compositions. As a video producer, I'd like to try and think of my shot in sort of different focal lengths and frames. Yeah. So I'll have a close-up or an extreme close-up or a wide or a medium shot. And I noticed that with your visual storytelling, you'll sort of start the frame, say it's like on the ocean with kayakers, and then move into like a dolphin, and then a close-up on the dolphin. Yeah. That's really useful when you're making videos. Do you think about that going into your shoots? Yeah. I often, you got to try, because so often it's so easy to, you go out on a shoot and you think at the end of the shoot you're like, man, I've got this one awesome shot. You know, you think you can't wait to see it when you get back. But it's not about that one shot, sadly. You got to make a sequence. So if your sequence looks good, you're going to have a great little part of the edit there. So often I'll get back and I'll have one amazing shot, but that one amazing shot falls short because I don't have anything to put before and after it, and that loses it. So I think when you go in there and you get that nice shot, and I'm like, okay, let me get my tight. I'm going to move back, get a super wide right now. So I'm always thinking like, what would come next in the edit? Like, because I edit my own films, I'm always thinking about the edit while I'm filming.
Shoot to edit.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
a huge tip for sure. For those who are watching this video and are really like impressed with your work, what's your advice to new creators that are looking to not create what you've done? They have their own style, they have their own vision. What's your advice for them sort of making a career out of this?
I mean, I'm trying to figure that out right now. So I mean, this is an ongoing sort of battle that I'm trying to work out. How I do it is I still have client work,
Okay.
and that's what pays the bills and gets me these things. And my YouTube channel, not a single video on my YouTube channel has ever made me a cent.
Sure.
You know, it's not monetized, and it's not being paid for by a brand. Maybe a brand has helped me with sponsoring a certain section of it, but I've definitely made a loss on every single one of those videos. You know, I used to do a lot of sports sort of work. So I'll be documenting maybe a trail run in the mountains up there, and all the B-roll that I get, or I get an afternoon off where I should be resting, I'll go out there and shoot as much as I can in that time. So when I get back, I'll make my own little 1 minute, 1.5 minutes. So that's all done just within the few hours you have free on someone else's time.
So the client work then is what sustains you
Yeah.
professionally. So if you don't have any clients, be sure to go and get some. It's not all about trying to make money on YouTube. And you can get them in your local community. Within travel and tourism, there's tons of hotels, boutique hotels, Airbnb, hostels, any kind of like restaurant or tour operator, you know, kayaking companies, mountain biking companies. By the way, Lonely Island, Madeira, that video, man, that is so good. The scene of the riding through the clouds and the ridge line,
that was awesome.
that is insane.
That was a great one.
So good.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up then. So what does the future hold for you in 2019?
Oh man, you know, I said 2018 was going to be my year to kind of like have a bit of fun, do a little bit of this, do a bit of that, and figure out exactly what I want to do for 2019. Yeah, I don't know yet. I thought I would know by the end of this year, but I don't. But truthfully, I actually like it that way, because I'm like, I'm just going to go and do the same what I did. 2018 was great. Just roll with it. You know, if someone offers you to do something or offers you something different and exciting, just say yes and learn from it. I guess that's, as long as I'm learning, I feel like there's growth in that sense. I hope eventually I'm able to move more towards YouTube, or at least when someone's able to pay me to put a video on my own channel and it actually is a sufficient amount of money that I would normally do with client work, that would be an amazing feeling.
Cool.
I think if I could get one of those in 2019, I'd be stoked. Yeah.
Sweet. So, Mr. BRYN NORTH, finally pronouncing your name right.
Nice.
Been calling you Brian all day.
That's alright.
Thank you so much, dude.
No,
really
thank
appreciate
you,
it.
man.
I'm sure everybody watching this likes to see that. So, good luck to you in 2019. Hopefully, I'll see you again.
For sure.
Later. Thank you.
No worries, man. Yeah, thanks for that. I appreciate it. Always good to chat.
I'll look forward to seeing you next vid.
Sweet. Take it easy.
Later, man.
All right, man. Ciao.
Where it all started this morning. It's a little bit loud on the beach, but that is the Table View. Table Mountain, Lion's Head, Cape Town. What a perfect place to end this vlog. Fantastic interview with Mr. BRYN NORTH. Apologies that it's a little bit long. She didn't get to be a part of it, sadly, but
That's okay.
you are in the next one. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to check out Nelly and our My Travels. And it's been 2.5 months in Africa.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
And now we're heading back to Europe, sadly, but what a fantastic interview with Mr. NORTH. So thank you, dude, if you're watching this. Pleasure to meet you. Amazing answers. I know you're gonna have an amazing 2019. If you guys, the audience, have any questions, throw them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them below. But yeah, I hope you liked the video.
Thank you so much for watching.
And we'll see you
On the next one.
Bye.